So let's say you're cooking up a picture and you're thinking to yourself, what do I do to make the painting look cool when I hang it up on the wall and make it eye-catching? Now, there's infinite possibilities and ways you could probably hang it. For this purposes, we're going to be using LED lights and differentiation, not that differentiation, the other one, which is contrast. You will need an artwork, Mod Podge Formula 1, Mod Podge Formula 2, glitter, foam brush, tiny brush, a cup, and something to mix. A giant frame. A hot glue gun, some LED lights, some cleaning solution, and a microfiber towel. Time to get that artwork.
Okay, Ruben just pointed out something funny. I intentionally created the biggest college fight here. Yeah, Cal Poly versus Caltech.
Ta-da, we have an artwork now. Ha 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 ha. So the issue with this right here is that the contrast ain't the best situation here. It kind of is all color pencils. This is where we are gonna use the two Mod Podge formula and the idea that the gloss would contrast with the matte, highlighting the characters. Now this is where you could use either the gloss formula, the gloss glitter formula, or make your own ratio of gloss and glitter. The first step is to place your artwork on a flat even surface. Then you would take the Mod Podge, your gloss version, and then you would put it into a cup so that you could easily dip a paintbrush in there to paint the characters. For those of you who are using their own glitter formula, I use a 1-part glitter formula to 3-part Mod Podge. Then you let the Mod Podge dry for 10-20 minutes. Now we're gonna use the matte version so that we could contrast with the glitter glossy texture here. I'll be using the bigger paintbrush for the bigger areas and the smaller paintbrush for the detail area. Tip number 1. Mod Podge is just like paint. When you apply it, it will leave behind a stroke. So unless you want to have Star Wars design strokes, you should stroke in one direction. Tip number 2. Mod Podge is just a liquid, and we all know what happens when paper touches liquids. So if you have an artwork on a thin piece of paper, make sure to glue it onto a fiberboard using the same Mod Podge, and then layering a sealant on top of that artwork so that it has strength. Ooh, shiny. After you let the Mod Podge dry from that, you will take the original cardboard from the frame and essentially use the same thing to glue the back of this into the frame here so that it's just one solid piece, so that when you put it in here, it will be easier to put in. Let me trim that real quick. If you have an artwork on a thin piece of paper and you already glued it onto a piece of fiberboard in the last section, then you don't need to do this step as it would just be redundant. Make sure to have sufficient Mod Podge on the 4 corners and in the center. This is where you would take your engineering notebooks to clamp down the artwork. Now it's time to glue the LED lights. So when using a hot glue gun for the LED lights, make sure to hot glue every single node of the LED lights, ensuring the LED stick. Now you're a student at Cal Poly Pomona, then you have access to hot glue guns in the Maker Lab. So when installing the LED lights, make sure to prevent it from going out of the edge right here, otherwise you will have issues of it protruding on this side. Also make sure it's not too high, otherwise you'll be interfering with the thick cardboard. You reach the end of the LED strip. Make sure to leave 6" of wiring so that you could loop the battery box behind the picture.
Okay, remove the. Oh my. Oh my god, this thing actually leaves residues behind. What?
And this is where your microfiber towel and the cleaning solution comes handy. Alright, LED lights are in. Now reinstall the fiberboard that came with the frame with the artwork that we glued on earlier. Given that there is now LEDs inside of the frame, there's a 90% chance the cardboard picture system would not fit inside regularly anymore. So you would need to bend the clips so that it fits. Ain't no way, what? Now you glue your battery box into the back of the frame like that so that you can still access the switch. Unless if you get the freight harbor ones to have the remote then. Now you sign the artwork that you made 100% cooler.
That's how bad it is.
That right there is the final product. A LED light system that proudly shines your work and farm's aura.